Morning! Early start today, so we've literally just got straight to it, and as you can see, we are at Animal Kingdom this morning. It is literally just as early entry is about to begin. It's coming up to like 7:30.
Yeah.
So we're going to head inside. I slept a little better. Did you sleep?
A little better. Yeah, I think I was pretty tired yesterday, so I knew it was going to be an early start. So I think we hit the head a bit earlier last night.
Yeah, I've stayed up rather later than I wanted to, but the Bills-Ravens game last night was absolutely ridiculous and went literally down to the wire.
Down to the last second, wasn't it?
Yeah, so little tired than I wanted to be today, but we got a shopping day tomorrow, so we can chill out a little bit more then. But let's go in.
And I'm channeling my inner Pippi Longstockings today, if you haven't noticed.
Good morning. Perfect, thank you. I got yellowed.
Early entry friends for those who are staying at Disney property.
2.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we're obviously in now, doing the mass shuffle that everyone else will be doing, clearly, going to Flight of Passage. It has to be rope dropped, it's the best ride. So we're heading over there now, obviously going to see the tree in just a minute. Oh, isn't she looking beautiful this morning? So we're heading over to there now. We obviously can't film on the ride, but we'll do what we can. And then we will see you afterwards.
What you doing? Just as we're walking through towards Pandora, obviously we pass by Tiffin's, which is one of the signature restaurants here, but just tucked behind it here, Nomad Lounge. We went in there a few years ago and had some drinks just to kind of get out of the heat at the time, and that is a really, really nice little lounge. It's got some really nice drinks in there, some really nice food. It has some of the Tiffin's food in there as well. Sorry, I just got a bit distracted because we are literally just in the beginning of the line here and for Flight of Passage, and we are on the bridge right by Tiffin's. So I'm not sure how long this one's going to take, but
Currently 34 minutes past 7.
okay, so it's not too bad then. 34 minutes past 7. We'll figure out how long that takes until we actually get in. I mean, as you can see, we're steadily moving, we're already over the bridge, so I'm sure it's just going to be a case of everyone's going to have to walk through. Come on, Anna, let's have a guess. Wait time?
32 minutes.
Bloody hell, that was precise.
Yeah, I don't mess around.
32 minutes, okay. I'm going to go with 40. I still think 40 is worth it for this ride. It's going to get up to over 100 later, I would imagine. So, yeah, we'll keep going. So I can see up ahead the kickback here. So we've now walked pretty much through the kind of right side of Pandora. Just come straight back out the back of it, and now heading towards Festival of the Lion King, and we're about to turn to rejoin the queue pretty much at the end of the bridge going towards Festival of the Lion King, just before you get sort of under the sort of Passover bridge there. So going to be interesting whether we need to rethink our wait times.
I'd like to retract my previous statement.
So hopefully it's not too bad. I mean, it does seem to be moving.
It's already moving.
They're also like there's a pinch point where obviously they're trying to make sure that they don't block off like other people walking through the land this early who aren't going on this. So that kind of jumps kind of a little bit of it, but it's kind of just before you get into the queue. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how long this takes.
That's my bum. Keep that fitted in. That's my bum.
Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Na'vi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikran, or as we call it, a Banshee. The way you're going to do this is by being matched to something called an Avatar. And I'm here to help you guys get ready. But first, we have to scan you for Pandoran microparasites. Alright everyone, stay on your number and move your arms a bit. Okay, start scan. You've all got them. Oh no. But don't worry, they're very common around these parts. Let's start the decon.
Initiating GMR decon.
Stand still over your number, you're not gonna feel a thing. You're doing great. Almost done here.
They're all clear.
Great. First we need to find the compatible match of your genetic material with the genetic material of one of the avatar bodies that we already have. Once we do that, you'll be able to link to that avatar and fly.
Welcome everyone. I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden from the Pandora Conservation Initiative. You're about to experience a ceremony that's very special to the Na'vi, flying on the back of an Ikran, or as we call it, a Banshee. To the Na'vi, connecting to an Ikran and flying on its back is an incredibly important rite of passage they call Ikni Maya. With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions, we can now bring this amazing experience to you. Once the link takes place, you'll be connected to your avatar and sitting on the back of an Ikran. It'll feel like you're really there. Moments later, you'll begin your flight. A Na'vi guide will lead you out. You'll experience the breathtaking beauty of Pandora, but you might also face some of its greatest challenges. Some of this flight might be intense, but trust your guide and be brave. As the Na'vi say during this important rite of passage, Sivak Ho, rise to the challenge. Good luck.
For your safety throughout this entire experience. welcome back. Please step off the link chair, gather your belongings, and exit the link chamber.
Right, so just off Flight of Passage. Great as always. Who absolutely nailed the
My original statement was 100%. We literally got into the initial chamber. I mean, I still count the pre-show videos as part of the ride because it's part of the experience. It was literally 6 minutes past 8 that we went into that room, so it was literally 32 minutes. So call me Nosferatu. No, Nostradamus.
Nosferatu is next week at Epic.
Next week.
So yeah, off. And what's the time now then? If you look at the time, so the park has officially been open for like 25 minutes. So
8:24.
yeah, so the park's been open for like 25 minutes. So we're just gonna kind of head down, try and figure out what we need to do. I think it might be Starbucks or Na'vi River Journey. We'll look at the wait time for Na'vi River Journey. If it's kind of crazy, then we'll head off to Starbucks. But yeah.
Nosferatu is going over here.
Get back there.
Right, so we decided to skip on Na'vi River Journey because it was 30 and it moved up as we were kind of going through. So we decided to come to Starbucks. We have got the goods here. Anna has got I
went for the iced white chocolate mocha, which I haven't had before, so will be interesting. Oh, that's nice. That's very different.
What's it kind of taste? Is it very white chocolate or is it not?
I wouldn't have said so.
Okay, let me have a go.
You get your opinion. I'm not always great at giving opinions on coffee because I'm still relatively new to it.
Yeah, I can't tell. That tastes like a toast, almost like a toasted kind of taste to it.
Yeah,
It's very,
like what you would imagine toasted marshmallow, but obviously that's just what I have in my head. I can have marshmallow fluff, but I haven't had toasted marshmallows in quite some time. But
it's nice. It's just it's not white chocolate flavours, which is interesting, but it's still good. And I went for the salted caramel foam cold brew. Obviously, needed to get the larger size just because I need a lot of caffeine. So there's lots of foam on top, and obviously it's burnt through, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, that's not overly sweet at all. Cold brew is obviously a lot stronger than your standard latte because it's just pure cold brew coffee. And the bitterness is still there with it, and that probably just takes the edge off of it. But no, really, really nice, very subtle caramel flavour, and it's a nice coffee which you need in this heat. And the other thing that I got was a spinach, feta and egg white wrap. So I'll quickly just give that a go. That's really good. It looks like there's some tomato in there as well, but yeah, spinach, feta, very cheese heavy. Can't taste the egg white a lot, but yeah, no, really, really nice.
Alright, here we come. Boys coming through. Watch out, friends.
As you can currently see, Dino Land is just wall land currently, with the tropical, what is it called? The
Tropical Americas?
Tropical Americas, that's it, being built at the moment. It's quite the detour. You kind of, you can't cut through the boneyard, so it kind of takes you all the way around, going towards the Finding Nemo show, and then you cut back around, and yeah, you're just kind of surrounded by walls. But once you make it through, as you can see, it kind of opens up again into the area where you've got sort of Restaurantosaurus on the right. There's some really nice artwork. There's the Encanto artwork, which shows kind of what it's going to look like, and then you've got this one here, which is the Indiana Jones stuff. But yeah, it's obviously walls before, but back end here still feels like Dino Land. You've got all the meet and greets that have moved back here. For Donald's Dino Bash, which is still going on. I think they're relocating elsewhere in the park once this bit kind of shuts down, so you can still meet Chip and Dale in the outfits. There's Daisy just kind of walking through, just strolling. Let's head over to Dinosaur. Just past a kid crying, clearly claimed its first victim of the day. It's one of those rides where it's brutal, and I don't think parents realise how bad it is.
It's not a kid. It's not really for little ones.
But here we are.
This is Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me, let's talk about you, and how you can help me make history today with the Time Rover. It's like this. If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you, and not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures. I tagged him with a locator during an unauthorized field trip. Otherwise, I'd be traveling with you. Right now, our dino should be about here, at the very end of the Cretaceous period. That's where you're going today.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tools are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period. And I can assure you that all time rovers have been securely locked on those coordinates.
That's right. See? Securely locked. Access denied.
Continue.
Of course. We were just talking about seatbelts. Plug them in, use them. It can get kind of choppy out there, so keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the homing signal, and that's not good. Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates? We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the iguanodon, then I'll enlarge the transport field, and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large. And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong?
Time travel commencing in T-minus 10 seconds and counting.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll! Okay, now, let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
Oleoramus. Hadrosaur. Raptor.
Time to get serious. Locking autopilot on homing signal now. Hang on! on the scope. Could be ours. Computer, full stop. Identify.
Carnotaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! Another big guy coming up. Computer. Slow. And identify.
Sauropod.
Still not our dino, but at least this one's a vegetarian.
Asteroid impact in 90 seconds.
We better move it.
Pterodactyl.
Incoming!
Asteroid impact in 60 seconds.
We can't stop now! Keep going, keep going!
Compsognathus.
Computer, what's happening?
Loss of traction.
Four-wheel drive, move it!
Warning, meteor strike.
Evasive maneuvers! Left! Right! Left! Right! That was close! Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it! Abort mission! Abort! Abort!
Iguanodon.
Forget it! Get them out now!
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find it before security does. Thanks for everything!
Right, so yeah, off Dinosaur and straight to Everest it was. Just a quick walk through Asia. But yeah, Dinosaur still was good. Is it me or was it darker than normal?
It felt a bit, yeah. And a lot more shaky than I remember.
Yeah.
My back cracked about 3 times. I don't know, that comes with our age now. We're a little bit pushing the wrong side of...
getting
closer to 40, aren't we? But sometimes it's like a chiropractor, it's quite good.
Yeah, great fun as always. I will miss that. I know we're going to ride it again, maybe once, maybe twice before we go. We're illuminated beautifully behind us. I've just noticed
Very
that.
angelic.
But yeah, just been on Everest. Dinosaur was a walk-on. The only time we stopped was the pre-show. Everest, bit of a longer wait, posted as 10 minutes, probably felt like 10-15 minutes to be fair. But again, always a good ride. I'm not sure how much of the footage is going to be usable because the gimbal was having a time with the G-forces on some of those bits and was all over the place, but hopefully we can use some of that footage. But yeah, just great as always.
Yeah, absolutely shocking ride photo, which has already gone up
on Instagram. I'll put it in the vlog here. It is a bad one.
Yeah, it looked like I was trying to unhinge my jaw like a snake.
But yeah, I think we're just going to kind of walk around, just enjoy the vibes for a bit, maybe go and check a few of the wait times. But you know, when they say that Animal Kingdom is the hottest parkway, I'm not lying. It feels so much hotter than yesterday. And actually, I think it's cooler than yesterday, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
Obviously, you took precaution today with the.
I have, but you can see where it's trying to kick out from underneath the bottom. Might have to redo these plats at some point, but.
But yeah, I think we're just going to kind of stroll around. You might see some footage of us just kind of mulling around. We'll check some wait times. We could go over to Kilimanjaro Safaris, just depending on sort of how busy that is. If not, we might head over to Rafiki's Planet Watch because they always do the animation station over there. You get to try drawing. Neither of us are great at it, but it always looks like the final character. So obviously we have a good teacher. So we'll see what's over there.
Jumbo, everybody. Welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is Haley. I'm a VR Safari guide today. Now, before we go on the reserve, just a few friendly reminders. Let's make sure hands, arms, feet, and legs are in that vehicle. At all times, make sure you guys remain seated throughout the whole entire ride. If you look at their horns, they're a little more slick back. They're twisted, helps them go through any small bushes or any small plants a lot easier.
There's one.
Alrighty, we're gonna hang out for just a little bit. I do believe there is a zebra in the way, just a couple trucks ahead of us. I think there being 2 or 3 trucks ahead of us. A group of zebras is called a dazzle, sort of like razzle-dazzle. And that baby zebra can actually imprint or recognize their mother just within over 15 minutes of being born. Bay elm trees are also known as the upside down tree, as if you were to flip it upside down, it does in fact look like the roots are growing up. Now, if you're lucky enough to hear that lions roar, you can we're about 5 miles away.
Sorry for the extreme close-up here, but it is currently raining.
Yeah, we're just shielding.
So last time you saw us, we were at the animation experience at the Rafiki's Planet Watch conservation area. Yeah, we got to draw Maleficent, which apparently is the hardest one to draw out of all of them.
It actually was.
It was, yeah. I mean, mine's awful. I was told by an art teacher never to take art as GCSE, and he was relieved that I didn't. So that tells you the extent of my artistic.
Well, we'll put up our attempts, and you can put a comment down below who did the best.
We'll also throw up our Pumbaa pictures from 2022 as well, because we did it then as well. We really enjoy it. It's something that's missing. Really, from some of the other parks, is like an almost interactive way of doing things and learning how to draw something. It was a little bit different this time. They'd drawn guidelines. Previously, there were no guidelines. It was all kind of yourself. They just had like two vertical. Oh, sorry, horizontal.
Cross and then a couple of circles, like semicircles. That was it. Really,
yeah. Whereas this, there was a lot more in but maybe that's because it's a harder one. Who knows? Yeah. So we are in Pandora, but after we came back from Rafiki's Planet Watch, we decided to jump on Kilimanjaro safaris because that was a short wait, and also it looked like it was going to start raining, so we thought, right, if we jump on now and it starts raining when we're on there, you might find that the animals react in different ways and come out, etc. Did not happen. We actually ended up having a pretty poor run through the safari just because of the fact that the animals weren't interested because it was pretty humid and muggy out. The second we stepped off of the transport back at the station, it started raining. So just typically that's kind of what happened. It is what it is at the end of the day. Sometimes you'll get a good one, sometimes you'll get a bad one. Every experience on the safari is different, so there we go. After that, we decided to kind of wait it out in one of the stores, and then we wanted to go to Satu'li Canteen for some lunch, which we've been able to do. We mobile ordered that just to make sure that we were able to get it. There was about a 20-minute wait, and when we got here we had to wait a further 5 minutes for the food, but that's not an issue. Plenty of seating in there, so we were able to sit. What did you have?
I had the tofu noodle bowl with the vinaigrette. I forget the exact name, but the green onion vinaigrette. Thank you. That was really, really good. I don't know what they do to the tofu here. I'm not usually a huge tofu fan. It's the sort of consistency, like texture, that I'm not a huge fan of. It's usually a bit soggy for me, a bit spongy. But here they crisp it up really nice, and it just tastes great. It's the best tofu I've ever had. And the vinaigrette and the noodles were a really good mix this time around. The last time I had the creamy herb dressing, and by the end of it was a little bit rich for me. But this time around it didn't lose random noise in the background. I thought you after lunch. This time around it didn't. I was able to eat it all, and it was really good. I'd give it a good solid 8.5 out of 10, I think.
I did try some of the tofu. I'm again not a tofu fan, but it was really flavourful. I ended up having the chimichurri beef and wood-fired chicken combination bowl. So last time we were here, I had the cheeseburger pods, and they were nice, but they're very dense, and you don't get a lot of them, so I didn't find it that filling. The bowl was really, really good. I did have the creamy herb dressing, and I can get what you mean. It is a very rich dressing. I quite like that, so that's perfectly fine. I also got to try the noodles for the first time because I had the noodles as my base as well, and the noodles were great. couple of the pieces of chicken had like a bit of gristle on them and a bit of bones, which wasn't ideal, but you know that's what, at least you know it's fresh. Like I'd much rather have that and know it's fresh than just like pre-prepared chicken. And then the beef was incredible. I am a big fan of chimichurri sauce. I love chimichurri steak. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Now I keep looking up because it's just absolutely hammering down at the moment out here. I've had a couple of drips down the back of my neck as well.
Yeah,
so
this probably isn't really built for two.
No, it's
and
not.
a camera.
Also, I am
park,
horrifically tall, so I'm just used to brollies just poking me in the eye most of the time, more than actually being under them. But we do have a lightning lane for Flight of Passage. Obviously, we went on Flight of Passage on our very first ride this morning. So we're going to use that. But weirdly, like looking at the wait times, the Flight of Passage wait time is 40 minutes, but the Na'vi River journey wait time is 50. It's almost crazy. I've never ever seen it like that before.
No. Even though it's raining, that normally does clear out the parks. It seems like they're still quite high. I think people are sticking it out today.
I think the problem is with Animal Kingdom, because it's only open till 6 p.m. A lot of people will just kind of try and wait it out. And this is, though the rain's heavy, it's not the kind of rain that like the storm last night. In fact, we haven't spoken about that. There was a horrific storm. Like some of the loudest. Like we've seen lightning hit a building next to World of Disney as we're stood outside World of Disney before, and that was loud. And this was kind of around that. I'll put some footage in now of what that storm was like last night. We only got a little bit, but good God. But this is nowhere near the kind of rain it was. I think if you had that, the park would have emptied by now. But
this is like your British rain. It's quite heavy. You can, go on it in an umbrella. We're used to it, but
So we actually have a lightning lane for Flight of Passage now. So we are going to probably head over there, and afterwards we will probably see you back almost in the same exact spot, right next to where the mech suit is, and where they serve the Night Blossom and is it
Pongo Lumpia?
I think it's something like that. We're going to get both of those afterwards.
Yeah,
so yeah, we love Night Blossom. It's probably one of our favourite drinks here. And as much as some people don't like the pineapple pineapple cream. What even is it?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese, sour cream. God, that would be rough, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would definitely be an acquired taste.
Yeah. So some people don't like the pineapple cream cheese covered in. It's like a flaky pastry, isn't it?
I forget what.
It's like spring roll, slight spring roll consistency.
Like phyllo. Is it phyllo?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get that afterwards, so we will see you back then, and hopefully this rain has died down. Right, it's not raining anymore.
Hallelujah!
Apparently, Flight of Passage is the anti-rainmaker, and we were able to come off of that. And it's completely dry, but guess what? It is muggy. It got super muggy as we came off. We hit like a weird pocket of mugginess. My glasses just completely steamed up. But yeah, another ride on Flight Passage, really good. You were saying it was clearly someone's first time.
Yeah. Oh, this woman was just every little drop and turn. She was just like, oh my god, yeah! I just love hearing that enthusiasm from people who haven't ridden it before, because it's such a good ride. It's so I can't even describe it. Like the first time is just incredible.
It's quite emotional, kind of inducing, isn't it? In the terms of because of the smells and the music, and it's a very, very well crafted
it gets me
ride.
every time, even now.
Yeah. It was nice as well because I actually had a Banshee where both sides were able to work on the whole breathing sort of wing stretching thing, so it just gives you a bit more of an immersive experience. However, we have treats. Pongo Lumpia, do you want to give it a go first? Is this on the realms of Hot Dog X-rated, or are we going to be okay here? We'll blur it out. Yeah, no, it's still really good. I mean, it is quite a sweet treat, and it is a strange texture kind of mix, and you're quite texture adverse sometimes.
I am, yeah. Particularly with soggy stuff, that's my main thing. Like,
Can you press that
like we've already established, mushrooms, aubergine, soggy vegetables are my bag. Soggy generally, but I wouldn't describe that as soggy.
No, it's just texture-wise, it's just slightly strange, but it is very nice. It is sweet, it's a little sweet treat. Probably, as we've said before, we're not really sweet treat people. We can do it every so often, but not kind of, we'd much rather prefer a savoury thing. That does sort of borderline on the savoury side of things because of the cream cheese, I think. And I think that really balances it out really nicely. If you're adventurous, give it a go. If you're not, if you have like more of a sort of palate where you're not kind of you don't like that difference in flavour or anything, then maybe give this one a miss. But we like it. We always have. The other thing we have always liked as well is the Night Blossom, which is quite possibly one of the most beautiful drinks there is out. And obviously it's got the boba pearls. Go on, have your first Night Blossom in 3 years. Still as good as you remember, yeah. It is one of the best drinks. It is one of the best drinks on property. So we're going to enjoy that, and then we're going to try and figure out what to do. Obviously, we've only got about 2.5 hours until park close. It's getting horrifically muggy now as well.
We haven't done any of the shows yet.
We haven't done any of the shows. We're also talking about maybe doing one of the trails. So you might just see a nice little montage of some animals and some shows over the next few minutes until we escape the park. Hello, so second trip on Kilimanjaro safaris, much better as you would have seen. We went from almost no animals to every animal, including a 5-minute hold up by one of the giraffes on the road, to the point where they had to get a keeper out with some sweet treats to take them away. But that was probably one of the better rides we've ever had on the safari. The only thing that was missing was the male lion, really. We had everything else, and the hippos.
I don't actually remember seeing any crocodiles.
I did. They were underwater. You could barely see them.
Small. And it was a walk-on, absolute walk-on.
Yeah, it was.
That's even better.
So we got off that, did Gorilla Falls, where we got some footage of a gorilla playing with a frog for ages, and it was being so gentle as well, and like not really,
It was the most fascinating thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. But yeah, we got some really good footage there of the hippos and the gorillas and sort of everything else. We then did a trek over to the Maharaja Jungle Trek, but everything was kind of away already. It's really muggy now. It's just, it's about 5:20 now. But I don't know if you can see in the background just over Anna's head, but we're back in Pandora at the moment. We're going to go on Navi River journey just to sort of close this off, and then head back to the room just to freshen up because we are so sweaty. And then we're not sure what we're going to do later. The original plan was to go to Yard House up International Driveway to watch the football tonight, Vikings versus the Bears. But we're just not feeling a long drive. I think it's a really early start, and we're kind of torn at the moment between whether to come back to Animal Kingdom area and go to Animal Kingdom Lodge, or whether to go to City Works in Disney Springs to watch the football instead, which we've been to City Works before and we really enjoyed it last time we were there. So yeah, we'll let you know. But the next time you see us after the Navi River journey footage will probably be as we're leaving to go where we're going.
In your boat, your journey through Pandora will resume shortly.
Good evening. We, as you can see, with the massive balloon behind us, are in Disney Springs now. We're running out of time on this memory card. We need to transfer a lot of the stuff over because we had 2 Kilimanjaro safaris that took forever earlier that we wanted to make sure we got as much footage as possible from. So we're going to keep this short and sweet. We're here, we're going to go to City Works, like we said, for a spot of dinner. We've been there before a couple of years ago and really enjoyed it, so we'll make sure we get some footage of our food, but the actual review might not take place until we actually get back into the hotel room a little bit later. We're also still on the hunt for magic bands. None of them really take our fancy. We're picky people, what can we say?
And it's a lot of money to drop on them, to be fair. So we want to be sure.
Yeah, so we're going to have a look around at a few places. We're not going to film it just because we're going to be back here tomorrow evening. But other than that, we'll get a little bit of what we have in City Works and see you later. We are back in the room after Disney Springs. We have filled up our first memory cards. We need to transfer all the footage off of that. So we thought we'd sign off for the evening before we start doing that. Park day number 2 out of the way. Obviously, last time we spoke to you, we were in Springs. We did end up going to City Works. We had the reservation there. Would I be right in saying that's the best meal we've had so far this trip?
I would say by a landslide, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very, very, very good.
So we'll put some footage in here, but I had the oatmeal stout to drink, and then I had the smokehouse burger, which was a standard burger with buttermilk, onion rings, pulled pork shoulder, like a bacon, onion, chili jam on top, and bacon as well. with some tater tots as well. Just so good, so flavourful. The burger was incredible. That pulled pork shoulder just fell apart. The taste, I mean, you had one of the onion rings that was obviously on the top of the bun that wasn't touching any of the meat.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I've never had buttermilk onion rings before, and it was red onion as well, wasn't it? Yeah, they were phenomenal.
What did you have?
I had the Thai chili glass noodle salad. It only occurred to me after I put the order in that I had a noodle bowl for lunch as well. So, but I am a bit of a noodle girl. I do love noodles. I would happily eat them all day, every day if I could. But it was like a cold glass noodle salad. But even though it was cold, which I was expecting, I've had it before, I really like it. The amount of flavour in there was ridiculous. It had loads of chilli, so it was really quite spicy. If you don't like Thai sweet chilli, then don't get it. But it was very strong on that flavour. The edamame beans that were in it were the freshest I've ever had. All the veggies that were in there literally tasted amazing, like really good fresh produce. So it was a really, really nice filling meal. Would highly recommend it. The other sort of vegetarian options that were on the menu were all the burgers you could substitute for an Impossible Burger, and I think the other option was a salad. But that Thai chili noodles was great. So 9 out of 10, I think.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 for mine as well, and also a 9 out of 10 for our dessert. We don't usually get dessert, but we got the pretzel bites with salted caramel dip, and there was cinnamon pretzel bites. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, we love pretzels, so that's kind of our happy medium with having a dessert.
But yeah, we're going to sign off until next time. Tomorrow we are going to the outlets and then to Disney Springs, so a little bit more of a chill day, which I think our feet and legs need. But thank you if you've watched until the end of this. Obviously, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all of that lovely stuff. Follow us on Instagram at The Inked Explorers, and we will see you tomorrow.